Good day, everyone. This is Teacher Ruby, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, we will learn when to reject null hypothesis. The goal of hypothesis testing is either to reject or accept the null hypothesis. Let us study first the rejection region or the acceptance region using the normal curve. We have here the non-rejection region, the non-shaded, and the rejection region, which is the shaded region. The non-rejection region or the acceptance region is the set of all values of the test statistics that causes us to fail to reject the null hypothesis. While the rejection region or the critical region is the set of all values of the test statistic that causes us to reject the null hypothesis. Take note of the critical value here. This is the point or the boundary on the test distribution that is compared to the test statistic to determine if the null hypothesis would be rejected. Let us consider the first example. The teacher advisor claims that the average library usage of his class is the same as the school usage. This is now our null hypothesis. He computed for the t-value using the formula t is equal to x bar minus the mu divided by s divided by the square root of n, where mu, the population mean, is 142, the x bar or the sample mean is 152, s, the standard deviation, is 19.855, and n, the sample size, 10. And of course, the significance level at 5%. To compute the t-value, we just simply substitute the given values here in the formula. So we have now 152 minus 142 divided by 19.855 divided by the square root of 10, which is equal to 10 divided by 6.2787, equivalent now to 1.593. Therefore, the computed t-value is 1.593. The second step that we are going to do is determine the critical value. How? Using the table of t-value, this one, we are going to locate the degrees of freedom by subtracting 1 from 10, which is the sample size, and that is 9. And we are going to use one-tailed test at 5% level of significance. So this is now our alpha, 0.05, the equivalent value of 5%, and the degrees of freedom, which is 9. And we are going to locate the intersection, which is 1.833. And this is now our critical t value. The next step is locating the critical t-value and the computed t-value in the t-distribution curve as shown below. So this is now our critical value, 1.833, and shade it. This is considered our rejection region, where our computed value 1.593 is located on the left of the critical value 1.83. Since the computed value is in the non-rejection region or the non-shaded, then we fail to reject the null hypothesis. It means that the library usage of the class is the same as the school usage. Remember that if the computed t-value is less than the critical t-value, or the computed t-value is at the non-rejection region here, then our conclusion will be we fail to reject the null hypothesis. Let us have this second example. The medical trial is conducted to test whether or not a medicine reduces sugar level. Upon trial, the computed z-value of 2.715 lies in the rejection area. When we are going to locate computed z-value in the rejection area, here the shaded area 2.715 is found here, we can say that we reject the null hypothesis. Why? Because the computed z-value lies in the rejection area. That means we are going to reject the null hypothesis. Remember that if the computed value is greater than the critical value, or the computed z-value is at the rejection region, then our conclusion will be we reject the null hypothesis in favor of the alternative hypothesis. Let's take another example, number 3. Draw the rejection region of the test hypothesis with the critical values of positive, negative 1.753 and determine if the computed t-value of negative 1.52 lies in that region. So the first step to do is to draw the t-distribution curve, this one. Since there are two critical values, it is a two-tailed test. Remember, the critical values given are the positive and the negative 1.753. So this is now where negative 1.753 and the positive 1.753 are located. Now, we are going to locate the computed t-value of negative 1.52. This is the computed t-value negative 1.52. You clearly see that it is not at the rejection region as shown in the following figure or graph. The computed t-value is at the non-rejection region. Therefore, we fail to reject the null hypothesis. To conclude, the rejection region is where we decide whether to reject the null hypothesis. If our test statistic falls within this region, we reject the null hypothesis. Always remember, this depends on the significance level and the type of test you are using. It could be t-test or z-test. Keep practicing to master hypothesis testing, and in our next lesson, we will practice more. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to receive notification for my new video lesson. Goodbye!